Merhaba arkadaşlar, İngilizce öğretmeni ben Kadir Demir. Bugün size uzaktan eğitim kapsamında komparatif ve süperlatif formları anlatacağız. Bunları daha önce de sınıfta görmüştük. Hem 9. sınıfta hem de bu sene başında bir önceki günde de. Şimdi detaylı olarak komparatif ve süperlatif nedir onlara bir bakalım. Let's see what is comparative. First of all, comparative, so it has to be at least two things. You have to compare something. Okay. It has to be something like two things, like two people, like two animals, like two objects, whatever you want. You can just compare. For example, I am taller than my sister, or I am older than my brother. Or you can say that I am the oldest person in my family. So these are comparative and superlative. So let's see. For example, and also we have to use the adjective words. Adjective words. So it has to be adjective words. It has to be two things only, and you have to compare them. For example, the regular adjectives and irregular adjectives or regular adverbs, we can compare them. So clean, when you compare that, cleaner. So as we know that before, if you make it here, if you make it compare or comparative, you have to add er. Oops. Like here, er. And wide and wider, you see, er. Hot, hotter. For example, today is hotter than yesterday. And healthy and exciting. Healthy, healthier. If there is Y at the end of the sentence or word, it can go down and it can come I-E-R. Okay. So for these words, we use R. Like here, okay, R, I-E-R, or only R. So we can use it, this kind of addition. But if the word is more than one syllable, we have to use more as a suffix word. Okay, for example, more exciting, it means that daha heyecanlı. For example, healthy means that sağlıklı. Healthier means that daha sağlıklı. So it means that er or er, whatever you say, or more means that daha. Okay. So for these words, you can use it like this. And here also, the superlative part. For example, clean means that temiz, the cleanest. En temizi. Wide, geniş, the widest, en genişi. Hot, hottest, the hottest or en sıcağı. Healthy, healthiest. Again, you see, there is no Y here. Same with the comparative. So healthiest, so this is the, let's say, en sağlıklısı. The most exciting, en heyecan verici. Okay. So we know these things. And also we have a few regular adverbs that we can use in the comparative and superlative form. For example, fast, it can be faster, means that daha hızlı. Or fast, the fastest. Hızlı, en hızlısı. For example, you can say that my car is the fastest car in the world. Okay. Slow, slowly. Or you can say that the more slowly and the most slowly. Okay. So we can use it these kind of things as well. And also some irregular adverbs that can change as a different adjective, for example, adverb. Well, means that iyi. You can say that better or good, better and the best. Okay, so these words cannot take any R or ER. Okay, badly or bad, you can say that worst, worst and the worst. Okay, hard, harder or the hardest in a superlative form. Fast, faster, fastest. Late, later, latest. Okay, so we know these irregular adverbs that you have to remember always that cannot take any R like this. For example, you cannot say that valor. So this is wrong. It has to be, you can say that good as a comparative or as an adjective. It can be better or it can be the best. Okay. So we can use it these kind of things as an extra things that we have to learn for the comparative and superlative part. Okay. For example, as a comparative, look, as plus adjective or adverb plus as means that kadar. For example, I am as strong as my brother means that ben erkek kardeşim kadar güçlüyüm. Or you can say that the Mercedes is as fast as BMW. Okay, so you can say that as means as, kadar. Or when two people or animals or things are the same. So the same rule you can use for the, let's say, comparative or superlative. I run as fast as the others, but I soon got tired. Ben de diğerleri kadar hızlı koşarım ama hemen yorulurum. Kısa zamanda yorulurum. Or not as, o kadar değil, bu kadar değil, uzunca değil, for example. Again, the same rule. Our camp leader wasn't as friendly as the one we had last year. Bizim kamp liderimiz geçen yılki kadar iyi biri değildi. İyi biri değildir. Okay. Less, another one. Less plus adjective or adverb. And plus again you have to use than. For example, less means that daha az. Sunbathing is less tiring than rock climbing. Güneşlenmek dağ tırmanışından, kaya tırmanışından daha az yorucudur. Okay. Comparative and comparative. Every year, more and more people go on holiday abroad. Means that daha çok. Her yıl birçok insan yurt dışına tatile gider. The comparative and the comparative. When a change in one thing depends on a change in something else. For example, the more luxurious your hotel is, the more expensive it will be. So these rules is very common in English. So you have to remember always as well again. The more luxurious your hotel is, the more expensive it will be. Means that oteliniz ne kadar lüks olursa o kadar pahalı olacaktır. So there is a common sentence in English. The more you eat, the more you get fat. Means that ne kadar yersen or ne kadar çok yersen o kadar çok kilo alırsın. Or ne kadar yersen o kadar kilo alırsın. So this is very common for English. Let's see how we are going to use it. For example, in the first comparative, let's see first what is comparative. I'm just going to explain the smallest part, comparative. So as I said that, at least it has to be two things. It can be two animals, it can be two people, it can be two objects, whatever you say. It doesn't matter. And it has to be adjective words. So you cannot use any verb. You cannot use any noun. Okay. You can only use adjectives and sometimes adverb. You can use it. Okay. But in general comparative part, you cannot use any adverb. Okay. For example, hot. It can be hotter. Okay. Today, for example, today is hotter than yesterday. So when you just look at outside the weather, for example, you can say that today is hotter than yesterday. Means that bugün dünden daha sıcaktır. And you have to add a word like than, means that göre, okay, has a grammatical rule. And you have to use after adjective. Today is hotter than yesterday. And you can change like this, or you can translate into Turkish like bugün düne göre daha sıcaktır. Or you can translate again the next sentence. Bugün dünden daha sıcaktır. Okay? So you have to add than always. So you can use that like here, than. Okay? But do not mix it. There are two things, than and then. Then daha sonra, then göre, ona göre. Okay, so you have to use this part, then, with a, not e. Okay. The next one, superlative part. Superlative. We say it in Turkish. Kıyaslama. So what can you say that? And here, at least it has to be three things when you make it a sentence. For example, here, but don't mix it. Comparative part means that two things, but superlative, three things. And also we use it adjectives again. Okay. You can only use adjective, not verb. Okay. Or noun. For example, again, hot, sıcak. The hottest, en sıcağı. So you can make it like this. For example, again, today is the hottest day in the year. Means that today is the hottest day in the year. Bugün yılın en sıcak günüdür. Okay. So let's see these other things. So as adjective. As means that kadar. Okay. Kadar. So I am as strong as you. So you use it again, adjectives. Okay, adjectives. You don't add any extra things, any extra letter like R or ER. Okay, you don't use it. You only use adjective one. Okay. So it means that ben senin kadar güçlüyüm. Means that kadar, as. And you can say that, or you can make it negative. I am not, okay, I am not, or it is not, or as healthy as water. Okay, so if you say that Coke means cola. Kola su kadar sağlıklı değil. Okay? So the next one, let's see some exercise, guys. Yes, let's see some exercise about the comparative and superlative form of the adjectives, guys. Let's see, for example, the first one, our tour guide was blah blah person I have ever met. So it says that bizim tur rehberimiz şimdiye kadar tanıştığım en neşeli kişiydi diyecek. So our tour guide was the most cheerful. So this is a superlative. The next one, nothing could be blah blah than being stuck in a tent in the rain. So there is a clue. If there is then in the sentence, you have to use comparative part. For example, like nothing could be worse than being stuck in a tent in the rain. Okay. So this is comparative. Is it blah blah in Spain than in Greece in the summer? So is it hotter in Spain than in Greece in the summer? So this is also comparative part. Whale watching is certainly blah blah than lying on the beach. So unusual. So you can say that unusual, there is more than one syllable. So you have to use more. Okay, you have to add more, not er like this. Of all the hotels in the area, the Olympic Palace is blah blah from the beach. So far. So far, let's see. Of all the hotels in the area, bölgedeki tüm oteller, the Olympic Palace, Olimpik Otel, sahilden en uzaktaki. So en uzaktaki, the farthest or furthest. So this is a superlative. Okay. N. Going hang gliding was much blah blah than swimming. So good. And also there is then. So what we said here, then if there is then, you have to use comparative. So good, better. We had blah blah time than usual to change trains. Means little, means that less, daha az. Okay. Which was blah blah museum you visited. So interesting. Which was the most interesting? Hangisi en ilginciydi ziyaret ettiğin müzeler arasında? Okay guys. So these all comparative and superlative. So we had some exercise that we finished. Okay. Bugün de arkadaşlar gördüğünüz üzere superlatif ve komparatif halini anlattık detaylarıyla. Burada birkaç örneği de çözdük. Bir dahaki videoda görüşmek üzere. İyi günler dilerim.